My name is Marcell Hanson, and you're listening to Small Habits, Big Changes. Let's dive in. If you don't want to be looking in the mirror thinking the exact same thing you're thinking today come New Year's, you have to implement now. Whatever it is you're looking to gain or get rid of in the coming months and years, you need to act now. You need to execute on a plan. And if you don't have a plan, you still need to execute towards making a plan. Because the simple fact is, if you do not take massive action to change, things will, either one of these two things will happen. Either you'll continue doing what you're doing, you'll get the same results, and things will just continue as they are. And that's the better scenario, because the second thing that can happen, and is what most often does happen, is things will go on the decline. They will worsen. And before you argue that that's probably not true in your situation, the only way you can tell me it's not, and the only way that you can honestly tell yourself it's not, is if you've been tracking. Because like the frog placed in a warm pot that slowly gets warmer and warmer and hotter until it boils and the frog's ultimate death, you don't see it coming. We, as a general people, are like frogs. We really, really are like frogs. And maybe it applies to other creatures too. So maybe it truly is applicable to us in this fashion. But the world around us, our homes, our communities, our cities, our states, provinces, countries, our continents, the space around us is like that water. If you do nothing to change your circumstance, to better yourself when it comes to health, wealth, happiness, love, if you do not actively pursue that with a passion on a regular basis, like daily, whatever you have now, the greatest percentage of us will go on the decline. It is a rare individual, and I know none of these people, but it is a rare individual that you would not take any action towards betterment and things actually improve on their own. Unless you're taking really poor action, if you're doing things to sabotage your life, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you want to actively make your life better, if you want to be healthier, happier, wealthier, more loving, if you want to take those characteristics and embody them, embrace nature's abundance. If you're not actively working towards that on a daily basis, you're not plotting a plan, you're not taking action, you're not tracking your movements, the likelihood of you making it is just absolutely minuscule. So minuscule. We're here, most of you can plan for 100 years. I'm going to 150, but you can plan for 100 years. If you're over 50, like I am, then you all are over halfway. You've literally reached the peak of the halfway mark, or the 50-yard line, and your trajectory is now closing in, if you will. You've lived more in the past. You have more life behind you than you have ahead of you. Now, that's not to scare you. It's to inspire you, because right now, with your knowledge base, if you're in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, you know more than you did as a teenager, as a 20-something. So you can actually apply that wisdom and execute on goals much more efficiently than in the past, much more efficiently. And if you feel like you let too much time slip by, or you don't have enough time, or what's the purpose in it? What's the point in it? Those are good questions to ask, but you definitely have the time, because it's actually in the commitment of moving toward that achievement that actually creates the person that you're meant to become. And that's truly a powerful thing, a powerful recognition if you can acknowledge that it's the journey. If you know it's the journey, you'd start it right now, because there can be no failure in the journey. The problem is, the way I see it for others is the problem lies in believing that that achievement will fundamentally change who you are. It will somehow miraculously make you more lovable and make you more admirable, and it'll make you more worthy. It won't. I can tell you that right now. No amount of wealth, no amount of health, no amount of love or happiness is going to make you more worthy. I can tell you that right now. The truth is, you already are worthy. The truth is, the majority of people have goals set up in their mind, whether it's on a vision board or they're just written out goals, or they have a number of income they'd like to obtain, or they have a certain amount of property they'd like to have in their portfolio, or they have a certain muscle mass they'd like to obtain, or they have a number on the scale that they'd like to have read out. None of those things, not a single one of those things, will impact your worthiness. If you don't believe you are worthy right now, in the exact state you are, whether you're listening to me while soaking in the bathtub or while on a run or just sitting and killing time watching your phone or laptop at work or on a break, if you don't believe that you're worthy right now, no amount of money, no amount of health, no amount of happiness obtained will change that. Nothing. So why not, if you are in a place where you're questioning your worth, why not work towards something that will not only appear to be a gift or an enhancement, but along the journey, it will buy you time to do your self-development as well. The two really go hand in hand. If you wait until you feel worthy to do all the things that you want to do, or all the things that you can do, regardless of their financial or health-related outcomes, if you wait until you feel worthy, that time may never come. I guarantee you, you will not regret bettering yourself. You won't. Because as you better yourself, not only can you love yourself more, but you can love the people around you more. There's nothing but strength in self-love. We're not talking about going over and above and dealing with the ego or all these buzzwords that everybody likes to spew out, labeling people's behavior. We're talking about pure self-love, taking care of yourself, being happy with yourself, loving who you are, knowing your worth, being confident, knowing that you're capable and competent. And if you don't know something, that at least you know you can learn. You have the ability to open your mind, to be curious, to research, to dive in, to fumble, to make mistakes along the way and grow. That is the essence of life, development. That's it. If you're waiting for an invitation of some sort, if you're waiting for personal validation or for someone to say, you're ready, get out there, get in there, whatever it is you need to do, I can be that person for you. You can text the word yes to 206-483-2960. You can text the word yes. That text comes directly to me, and I'll give you all of the encouragement that you need to get moving, because there is no better time than the present. There's nothing better about tomorrow than today. There's nothing better about the start of next month. There's nothing better about waiting. Creativity follows commitment. When you commit to yourself and you're disciplined enough to consistently put in the time for yourself, doors and windows will fly open. Creativity, opportunity will appear. It's natural order of things. Creativity follows commitment. Don't get them mixed up. Don't be looking for all the hows and the strategies and the plans and the parts and the extra equipment and all the things that you think you need when you haven't truly committed. Every single one of us knows somebody who has spent years putting together a deck or a business card, or they're rebuilding their website. I know people that are beyond successful because they did the inner work. They don't even have a website. They don't have business cards. They don't need to advertise because their work and their reputation, their service that they provide, and the value that they bring to the marketplace supersedes all that. You bring value to the marketplace, no matter where you are industry-wise, nonprofit-wise. You bring value to the people around you, even if that's your family, if that's your coworkers or your community, could be just within your house. You bring value to that around you, and your value increases, and doors open, and opportunity appears again and again and again. If you don't believe me, give it a try. Let me know how you get on. For this week, it's all about action. When this episode drops, I mean, you take action today. The day you hear it, think of what one step you can do that puts you in a place of commitment to yourself, in a place of winning for yourself. Fill yourself up first, and you'll have more to give and offer others. Until next week, stay strong and be awesome. Thank you so much for listening today. If you feel any part of this episode resonated with you, then please consider sharing it with a friend who may also find value in it. And remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And before you go, did you know we have a fantastic free text community? If you want more bite-sized health hacks and reminders delivered directly to your phone, absolutely free, then text keyword YES to 206-483-2960. Again, that's keyword YES to 206-483-2960. And we'll see you on the inside.